Hey guys, Amy Lover here, and welcome back to my channel. I'm in a different position. I'm holding my camera like vlog way. I'm gonna be doing my manga collection video and also my figure collection video all together. So I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get started. So now I'm gonna get started on showing you guys my collection. So here is my first row, and this is basically, or this is all Viz Media titles except for one book that's here, which I'll show in a second. But right here we have my Ram and Misa Death Note figures. I'm just going to move this aside for a second so we can look at the books. So all this area is Takeshi Obata. He's a really good manga artist, and he obviously has a lot of works out. So the first book I'm going to show you is Platinum Men Volume 1. I really do want to get more of this when I have the money or when I have the time to buy it. We have Bakuman Volume 1. I'm planning on just buying the box set for that. Death Note, I'll Change the World novel. Then Volume 1 through 12 of the manga of Death Note. And then Volume 13, How to Read, so basically the collector's guide of the series. Then we have the Death Note Black Edition, which is the 2-in-1, so this is the first one, so it has volumes 1 and 2 in it. So my mom bought me that, not understanding that it's actually like a part of the series, it's just like a different release. And then this is All You Need Is Kill, and this is really good, I recommend it. So we're going to move my figures back to where they were. And then right here we have Seraph at the End, volumes 1 and 2. I do really want to get more of this. I watched the anime in like 2 days. Like it's so good. Really love it. Volumes 1 through 10 of My Hero Academia. As I've been saying almost with every volume, I am getting more volumes of this. I want to be caught up. It's just because with my Japan trip, I couldn't buy manga because like I had to save money for my trip, so now I can finally start getting back into this and get caught up. Then we have Twin Star Exorcist Volume 1 and Food Wars Volume 1. These are series I probably won't get more of. Food Wars, I have not watched the anime, so I'll watch the anime before I decide if I want to get more of the manga. But Twin Star Exorcist, I watched the anime and I feel that's enough for me, so like I don't need to get any more of the franchise. I did enjoy it, it's just I've had enough of the franchise, like I understand the story. We have Black Bar, this is the one non-Viz Media volume here. Oh, sorry, I bumped the camera. Non-Viz Media volume here, just because I have nowhere left on my shelf, which you'll see soon. Nowhere to put it, and this kind of fits in with the theme of all these books, so it works out. And this was actually printed in Canada, but like that's what it says on the back. It's a really nice series, but the release is really bad because it's such a large book that just reading it, it just wrecked the spine, which, I mean, I'm very picky with the condition of my manga, and this is kind of sad to see sitting on my shelf, so I might move it somewhere not as noticeable. We have volumes 1 and 2 of Blue Exorcist. Those are very early manga that I bought when I was collecting. I might get more in the future if I have a job or like a stable job, but as of right now it's not on my priority list. Right here we have the Nagisa character song DVD. When I ordered this, I'm not sure if I ever told this story, I ordered it on eBay for like $5 with no shipping. And when I got it, it was cracked here, and there's a chip on the top of this, and I emailed them, and they gave me all my money back plus some, so I thought that was really neat, and I just have it sitting in here. Then we have volumes 1 through 8 of Haikyuu. I do want to get more, but like I said before, it's not like a priority. Like I have other priorities, manga over others. Prince of Tennis. This is a series I do enjoy. I'll get the mangas, or get the mangas, like more of the volumes, if I need to like get over like free shipping, because these volumes are pretty cheap on Amazon and they're like new volumes, just because it is an older series. So let's say I need $25, I can add this on. It's only like $9 or whatever for a volume, maybe even less sometimes. Okay, so now onto the second row of my shelf, and this one is a mess. So basically I'll just show all the knickknacks I have up here. So I have 2 Dragon Ball mini Funko figure things. I would never watched Dragon Ball and I'm not too much of a fan of it. But I got them in a blind box. I was really unlucky and I got the 2 that I didn't want. Then right here we have Kakashi. He never had a base. When I first got into collecting, I saw this on Kijiji and I bought it. I don't know why, but I have it. We have a Bleach watch, which I actually enjoy Bleach, and this watch is really neat, so I'll keep that, but those I'll probably all give away. So now getting onto the manga, we have Dead Man Wonderland Volume 1, 1 through 3 of Naruto, One Punch Man, the special cover, and then we have the normal volumes 1 and 2 of One Punch Man. So this is my favorite manga series right here, Fullmetal Alchemist. It's my favorite manga and anime series. I have volumes 1 through 15. There's 21 volumes to the series, so I still have more omnibuses to get. But I hope to be getting those soon because they are cheap for getting 3 volumes. I kind of regret not getting the single volumes when I first started collecting. But this was the first manga I bought, like the 3-in-1 of Fullmetal Alchemist. So I just went for deals and I didn't really think about it. So now I kind of just need to finish it this way, but in the future I might buy the box set. I'm not too sure. Here we have volumes 1 through 21 of Bleach. I got this in a box set from my friend. I paid $40 for all these volumes brand new, so that was really nice. And then I'll just take a quick look at these figures. This is Rock Lee, Jiraiya from Naruto. I made this in art class. It's Monokuma from Danganronpa. It's like my favorite game of all time. And then we have 2 acrylic stands from Tokyo Ghoul, which I will show you. I have volumes 1 through 9 of Tokyo Ghoul, so I'm pretty close to be finishing Tokyo Ghoul, and then I can start Tokyo Ghoul Re. And then right here we have the Viz-Big volume of Rurouni Kenshin. I was really into the Rurouni Kenshin anime because it was on Netflix, and I watched it all in like a month, and that's like a lot of episodes. So I thought I would try out the manga, and the manga was really boring, so I just didn't buy anymore. But it's nice to have in my collection. My dog came downstairs to say hello. Molly! Hi, Molly. She's really old, so that's why she looks kind of derpy. But it's a cute derpy. It's getting to a point where the lighting's really bad because I can't put my light any lower, so I'm kind of like tilting the light a bit, which is kind of dangerous, but whatever. This is where my shelf just explodes. So the first 2 shelves were Viz Media. This is Tokyo or Shoujo Beat, 7 Seas. And then we have Shonen Jump volumes right here, so I'm going to move these out of the way so we can look at the manga and then we can look at those after. So getting on to the volumes, so in this first stack at the top we have Yurara. I've never read it. I got it for like $1 at Anime North, so I bought it. We have La Corda de Oro. I read that. It's pretty interesting, and I found out that there's an anime for it. It's an older one, but I might check it out because I love me a reverse harem. I actually just started watching Brothers Conflict, which apparently that's a good reverse harem, even though they're all her brothers. If you were on my Twitter, you would have saw funny tweets of me talking about it while I was watching it, so check out my Twitter. Okay, so we have The Heiress and the Chauffeur, Volume 1 and 2, Cactus Secret, Volume 1. That series is really funny because her crush really likes plants, and so he always always compares her to like a cactus and all that. So she doesn't understand it's like a compliment though, but like he's trying to compliment her and she keeps getting offended because she keeps getting called a cactus. This Meteor Prince Volume 1 and 2. It's complete. Literally one of my favorite shoujo series. It needs an anime, or it needs a movie, or it needs more volume of the manga, or something. It needs more. It's so good. I'm pretty sure it's the same author that does Peach Girl, or I forget what it's called. I'm pretty sure it's Peach Girl. I'll figure it out and put something there. We have Shuriken and Pleats, which I'm pretty sure that's the same. Yes, it's the same artist as Vampire Knight, so that's why I checked it out. It's only 2 volumes, and it was pretty good. I'm happy it wasn't more than that, because I probably would have just given up. But seeing there was only 2 volumes, I got it. We have Hot Gimmick. I do want to get more, seeing that I only need 2 more Vizbigs, but I'll only buy it if it's either really cheap or I can find a really, really nice quality second-hand book. I'm not really into buying second-hand, but if I can find one really good quality, then I'll get it. And Nice Noise, this is in my top 5 favorite anime series of all time. I actually almost bought the volumes that I was missing, like for the new volumes that just came out. Because they're up to volume 9 now, but I stopped myself because my Crunchyroll payment and my Spotify payment's coming soon, and I don't want my bank account to be empty quite yet, so I didn't buy those, but I will get them in the future because I need to know more, and the anime stops at like volume 4, so triggered. Seiho School, Boys High School. This is a hilarious comedy series about all boys high school, and it's basically a bunch of horny boys who want girlfriends, and they're all really lonely because their school is kind of in the middle of nowhere. So whenever a girl pops up, it just turns into a funny cycle of all the guys just going crazy, or they're just getting like insane just being around a bunch of boys. It's really funny. We have the Gentleman's Alliance, which I haven't finished that yet. I was trying to think of mangas that I haven't read yet, but I haven't finished a series if I remember correctly, so I will read more of that. It's nice to go through my manga collection and realize that I didn't read everything. So I have volumes 1 through 11, which is complete, I'm pretty sure. Let me check right now. Yes, its final volume is 11. And I got all of these volumes for like, I think I paid like $30, because there's a couple in, well, sorry about that. There's a couple where I live that has like an anime store in their basement, and also like they do proxy. And they were getting rid of some of the stuff that they had in stock so they could get newer manga series instead of holding on to older ones. So they were selling these for really cheap. Then we have Sakura Hime, which is by Arina Teramura as well. It's so hard to see the difference. Like all her characters look the same, so it's like when you switch between series, I always think that like I'm reading this and I'll be like, oh, it's a different series. These I got secondhand. And the one thing that triggers me though is in the first volume, for some reason one of the pages, the girl who owned them colored in one of the pages the big eyes with highlighter. But other than that, everything else is fine. It's like brand new. It's just the first volume. Or in High School Host Club, volume 1 through 4. I want to get more of this, but I'm not sure if I should get the box set, just because this volume right here, it's all wonky because I walk to school. And I had it in my backpack, and the one day it started pouring rain while I was walking to school, so I ran to school, and I didn't really think about what was in my bag at the time. I was just kind of protecting myself and my phone that was in my hand, and my book got soaked, and by the time I got home it was all warped, so I had to dry out my book for 2 days of blow drying it and keeping it open, and then I had a bit heavy book smushing it down, but it's still kind of wonky, so that's bad on my part. I should have checked what was in my bag, but I didn't. We have Godchild 1 through 4. The series, if you're looking for something that, like a mystery, that kind of give you vibes of like Black Butler, then I recommend the series. If not, like I'm not like huge on the Black Butler manga. Like I normally enjoy the comedy aspect of like the series with like the seriousness, but this is just complete serious and really hard to follow. So if you can take that, then I recommend it. If not, then don't read it. We have Maid Sama Volume 1 and 2. I want to get more of the manga because I enjoyed the manga. Like, I couldn't get through the first episode, but I read this manga in literally like 45 minutes. So maybe I should retry the anime. Like, it's been a couple of years, but like the manga was really good from what I remember. Kimi ni Todoki, I really like that series. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can say about it. Toradora, this is one of my favorite romance series. I have volume 1 through 3. Evergreen 1 and 2. I'm just gonna go through these really quick because I've been taking a really long time. My Pathic Vampire Life, want to get more of that. That's really, really funny. The Girl from the Other Side, might get more of that. It was a good book, but I don't know if I want to collect it. The covers are nice though, so I might just do it for that. No Game No Life, Volume 1, the manga. It's been on hiatus for... I bought this volume 3 years ago. It came out like 5 years ago, and it's still on hiatus. So I'm probably just going to be stuck with the first volume forever. But, like, what can you do? The Ancient Magnus Bride, Volume 1. Then we have my trash collection. So we have Alice Love Fables, Alice in the Country of Hearts, Junk Box Stories, Alice in the Country of Clover, Twin Lovers, Alice in the Country of Clover, Cheshire Cats, Waltz, Volumes 1 through 3. This is my favorite collection. I love her with the Cheshire Cat because he's such like a neat character. If you're looking for something trashy, reverse harems, but the reverse harems she actually gets with, like, it's based on a visual novel, and then for every ending and for every character like that she goes with, there's a different manga series. There are like 7 volumes, so recommend that if you are trash like me. Now getting onto all the magazines and doujins that I had in there. These are appropriate doujins. This one I got in a mystery bag at Anime North. I don't know what the series is, and this is Act 2 of it, so it's not even the first doujin. I own 3 doujins. I would have owned 4 if I didn't give my 1 away, but like I didn't want anything raunchy, so I did. And then the one somewhat raunchy one that I have is hanging on my wall in a frame, just because the cover's nice. But this is my Danganronpa one. Like I said, not raunchy, and I just really like Danganronpa. That's the only reason why I bought it. I don't even ship those characters. I ship him with Nanami. And then this is Call Me Princess. So this is an old manga series that used to be in this one magazine, but it never got released into a like manga till like 10 years after it was in the magazine. So this is a really old volume. This came out in, I forget where it says, but this is a manga series, and this is just like the whole manga together instead of it being separated between magazines, which is really nice. And this is a really cute, fast read. So yeah. Then we have Ann America, the extra volume from 1999. We have Otaku USA, 2 volumes of that. I got this when I was in Japan because it's the 50th year of Shonen Jump, so this is the 50th anniversary of Shonen Jump. And then we have this one from like, what year? 2005, 2011 Naruto one. They're basically, I'm pretty sure they're all like 2005. 2005, 2005, 2005, 2005, yeah. Now the lighting's really bad. It's not horrible, but it's pretty bad. This is the last shelf of this bookshelf. So this is Kodansha Comics, Del Rey. We have Yen Press, and yeah, I think that's it that we have here. So let's get through it. So we have Attack on Titan Junior High 1 through 3, Sweetness and Lightning Volume 1. We have Guru Guru Panchan Volume 4, Love Roma Volume 1, Tsubasa Volume 1, I Am Here Volumes 1 and 2. Really, really, really recommend this, and my volume's kind of dirty. A Silent Voice 1 through 7 complete. We have Your Lie in April 1 through 3, Say I Love You Volume 1, Attack on Titan Volume 1 through 3, Inspector Volume 1, The Seven Deadly Sins Volumes 1 through 3, Let's Dance Waltz 1, 2, and 3. I'm pretty sure it was Gigi from Anime Palooza that actually, this was like a video a long time ago, but she talked about the series and I was like, ooh, I really want that, so I bought it. And this was like way before, what's the new one? Welcome to the Ballroom. Like, this series came out like way before that, and I bought it way before even that manga was released. So it was like a couple years ago that I bought this, so it would have been like 2.5 years ago that Gigi was talking about it in her video. Noragami Stray Gods Volume 1. I went to go buy the normal Noragami, like Volume 1, and I accidentally bought this, so I still read it. And Negiho, I got that at Anime North. Apparently it's the side story, or it's like not a side story, but it's kind of like a comedy of like Negima or whatever, but it's like them as chibi characters. I never watched or read Negima, and I barely read Negiho, but because like I was just getting into manga collecting when I bought it, I kind of just bought it because it's $1 at Anime North. Volume 1, 2, 3 of Sailor Moon, and we have Sailor V Volume 1, Nichijou Volume 1, Little Darling, that is a novel, and it is trash. And Love Stage Volume 1, you can tell my yaoi stays at the very bottom in the corner. Now on to the manga up here. So we have Tarte Magica Legend of Gian d'Arc. I'm very frustrated because with this volume, I got it from the bookstore. When I bought it, I didn't realize there was a slice. You can tell it's from an X-Acto knife, so the way they opened up the box with their shipment, I guess, the person who was opening it up damaged the book, and I bought it because I didn't look at it properly, so now I always check for shelf wear and stuff like that if I buy from a bookstore, which it's very rare because I haven't been to the bookstore in months, so. Is it wrong to pick up Girls in the Dungeon volumes 1 through 3? I need more of this. I love this series so much. Volume 1 and 2 of Black Butler, and the Angel of Gothenburg. I don't know how to read that. Really nice. I like hardcover manga, and this is hardcover. Then we have Alice in the Country of Hearts, My Fantastic Rabbit. It goes along with this series, but for some reason, the hair, like the rabbit side arc, was done by Yen Press. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but there's 2 volumes to that, and then every other one is done with 7 C's. So that's really annoying because I organize my books through the company, not really by size or anything. Like, I organize all my manga by the company, so I can't even have this one with all the other books because this is with Yen Press and those ones are with 7 C's. So yoinkers. Then we have My Girlfriend is a Geek, The Boy and the Beast, Volume 1, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, Volume 1, Sword Art Online Progressive 1 and 2. Don't judge me, okay? You can go back 4 years ago when I made my channel. These were the second manga series that I have ever bought, and I had just gotten into anime. Just watched Sword Art Online. I was like, ooh, Sword Art Online's so good. Like, it's like the best anime ever. After watching, now I've completed over 250 series, so I can definitely say that Sword Art Online can have a lot of improvements, but Progressive is a lot better than the original manga because it's an awesomeness perspective, not Kirito's, so don't judge me. K-On! Volume 1 and Welcome to Wakaba Sob, whatever, Volume 1. And now we're done with this shelf. I like these because the reason why people have yellow tops on their books, which I don't, is because UV does that. Like, UV is what damages your books, like it makes them go yellow and stuff. So having this shut, no dust gets in there, no nothing. If I accidentally trip and I splash something, it's not going to wreck my books. Like, my books are protected. So these are my Japanese volumes. I have 2 rows of it because when I was in Japan, I bought a lot of manga because it was really cheap. Because you can't, or I wouldn't expect you guys to be able to read Japanese, I'll show you the first volume covers of these just so you know what you're looking at. So I'm going to move Umaru just so we can look at the volume covers. So this is Takashi is Hearing It. So this is the first volume cover. This is about a girl. She is an idol at her school, and everyone always thinks, oh, she's listening to music, whatever. No, she just has her headphones on because she has I would say it's like a fetish for eavesdropping, but her favorite people to eavesdrop are these 2 students in her class because they always have the funniest and weirdest conversations, or it's just, she just enjoys listening to their conversations, so she'll like sit outside the classroom window when they're talking, like she'll just eavesdrop on them, and it's super funny. Like, all the covers, it's always her like kind of just following them and just listening to what funny stuff they have to say. I've been reading this online, and it's really good. So sadly, I don't have the first volume to this series. I do plan on getting it, but this is House of the Sun. This is the volume 2 cover. I made a video on this, so I will link that at the top of the screen or down below, so you can watch that video. It's an older video, but I did talk about the series. This is The End of the World is Beginning of Love. Here's the cover. Don't mind the glare. My light has to be really close to the book so you can actually see them because my room is very dark because it's in the basement. But this is about a girl. She has a twin sister, and her twin sister, they look identical, but her sister was always known as the really cute one and all that, always the one to get boyfriends. And when she was younger, the main girl, she had a crush on someone, and when the boy went and confessed to her twin sister, and the twin sister was like, oh, you got the wrong girl, and he's like, no, I don't. And so ever since then she had really bad anxiety problems. So then the most popular boy in school, he is really friendly and stuff, like he's not like kind of like the shy or angry type, like he's really nice, but he has a hard time making friends just because he works so much, because he provides for his family because of a situation that happened. Which I can't really say because I'd be spoiling, but then they end up, because like this all happens like within the first volume, they end up getting together, and it's just basically the story of her trying to overcome her like anxiety and her self-esteem issues, and she just has to believe that she has the same self-worth, or she needs to have like the same self-worth that her twin sister has. And then also it's her boyfriend trying to get used to having a girlfriend and stuff. It's a really nice series. I really enjoy it, and the reason why I bought it is because the covers are amazing. Like, they're so beautiful. So yeah. So this is High School Babysitter Club, or High School Sitters, or there's so many names for the series. But I got up to volume 4. I'm not sure if that's complete. But I bought those because they were really cheap when I was in Japan. Like I said, manga was really cheap, and I loved the series, so I had to get them. And then this volume I've already owned before Japan. It's Snow White with the Red Hair, volume 1. I was actually looking for this series when I was in Japan, but all the places only had volume 1, so it is a very popular series in Japan because there is over 30 volumes of this series in Japan. So I don't understand why it's not in English yet, but whatever. So coming down here, this one's actually an English volume, but I put it because this is Starry Sky volume 1. It went on hiatus after volume 1, and it's never got released after that again. It's based off of a visual novel. I really enjoyed that series, and the anime is really neat because there's like 20 episodes. Each episode's 10 minutes, and every 2 episodes it keeps like its main idea on one boy, so every 2 episodes it switches. So this is Starry Sky in Spring, so that's basically a side story, I guess. Then this is a yaoi called What's the title? Koi Tsunanagi. I've never read it, and I haven't read it online yet. This is Okosuri Kudasai. I haven't read this either. I'm trying to find a place where I can legally read it online, but that's been pretty hard, so I don't know what to do. All the Japanese volumes, as I said before though, except for this one, I got in Japan. Or in that one I didn't get. I got that at Anime North. But this is the Sanrio Danchi book, or as the title is, Never Without My Favorite Friend. So there's that volume. And it's actually, I thought it would be like, kind of like the anime, but no, it's like a romance series, like it's a reverse harem. That's what this series is. And this, volume, just keeps his eye on, what's his name? I'm pretty sure his name's Yu. I probably got that wrong. Just correct me in the comments. I haven't watched Sanrio Danchi in a while, and yeah. So this is a novel for Honeyworks. I love Honeyworks, like, so much. I watched all the anime and all 3 movies, and I bought this to practice reading, but there's so much kanji in it that, like, I've been having a really hard time, and I haven't started working on kanji. And like when the Japanese, like my friends like that were from Japan, like they were the Japanese exchange students, even they were telling me like this kanji in it is really, really, really tough, even for like them, and like they've obviously speak Japanese their whole life, so for it to be tricky for them, it's gonna be tricky for me. But I just practice hiragana and I try and figure out sentences that way, but it's hard when you don't know the kanji. This is the character guide, or the TV animation guide for free. And this is free, starting days, I think it is. Because there was 2 volumes, so, and like they were basically the exact same cover, except there was a couple differences, so I wasn't sure if they were different. So this is either starting days or a different one. But this is basically them as kids and stuff like that. And we have my cute little mini android. And then these are my light novels, and then I have more manga here. So my youth romance comedy is Wrong As I Expected. So, have that, Your Name. This I got in a manga when I was in Japan. It's like a side story mini manga for a series. This is a jumbo magazine. It's like a women's, like adult women's series magazine. So I had to buy that because the cover was really cute. And then these are the 2 notebooks that I got at Family Mart when they were doing this special Kuji thing for the new movie that they're doing. We're almost done. We have 2 more rows. And like I said, the lower we go, the less light we're gonna have. I'm trying to fix my light right now. But right here we have Signscape Volumes 1 and 2, Mega Man, Gia Mix, Persona 3, Darling Students Association. I really like this series, so I might get more. Kill la Kill, Volume 1. I didn't really like it, and then I've never watched the anime. I'm just too afraid to get into it, I guess. Alichino, awful series. Don't recommend it at all. Crescent Moon, even that, don't recommend. Hands Off, don't recommend. Remote was okay. Tokyo Pop, the volumes I have, pretty crappy. Then we have Evangelion, this Suichi, Detective Diaries. So this is basically the characters from Evangelion, but a completely different story. So there's a detective club in their school, and they're solving mysteries, and yeah, that's basically it. Then we have Danganronpa Volume 1 through 4, complete, because this just covers the first anime. And then, Card Capture Sakura Volume 1. Down here, lighting. It's absolutely awful. I am barely sitting. I'm in so much pain the way I'm sitting right now, so I'm gonna get through this real quick. So we have Sakura Gambura. We have Les Miserables, Emma, Great Expectations, The Scarlet Letter, those 4 right here are what are they called? The manga classics. It's basically old novel series made into manga series. So then we have the Your Name movie, Sims 4. This is my absolute favorite anime. Oh my god. We have Code Geass. This says Volume 6 and a movie in it because this is Lelouch of the Lelouch of the Rebellion R2 Part 3. I got it for $5 at Giant Tiger for like the set with the manga, so I thought that was really neat, so I just bought it. Then we have, I've been slowly collecting these because every once in a while they pop up at the dollar store. So this is Part 2 and that's Part 5. Yu Yu Hakusho. I bought these at 2 different times, like a long time ago. We have Fooly Cooly Part 1. We have, my mom saw anime and she just bought random things, and I'm not a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, but I own Part 11, 12, 13, and 16. So that's neat. As an add-on, I will show you guys my figure collection. So we'll start off with my pops that are in the back that you can't really see. So we have Tiana, we have Marceline, Sailor Moon, Deku, Eren, Yuri, Miku. We have Kaneki, Tokia, Asuna, Kirito, Naruto, Colossal Titan. Forget if I said Miku, I probably already did. Then we have Umi Start Dash. We have Honoka and Umi here. We have the Len Nendroid in the back. We have Kageyama, Hinata Nendroids. We have Marika figure right there. We have Umaru and a bootleg Figma that my stepsister gave me of Levi from Attack on Titan. I put it up just because like it's in a neat pose, but like it's bootleg. Let's try and get this to focus. See, it doesn't even want to focus on its face. Yeah, it's not focusing. But then we have Monica and Honoka, or wait, no, it's not Honoka. What's her name? It's been so long, I don't even remember their names. But then we have Mitsuki, or oh my goodness, it's like 12 at night, so I can't even think. But there's my Idol 7 figure. Here is my cute little Nagisa and my Ichiro Amanju from Free. The sad thing is, I've had this was one of my first figures, but one of the legs broke off of Eva Tobi-chan, and the person who gave me this was actually Takumom, who was on YouTube like a long time ago. There's still people talking about her, and like I would really love for her to make a channel again, but like I'm not gonna say that she has to or whatever, because she probably had a reason for going off of YouTube so suddenly. But I really do love this figure. So yeah, I miss the Takumom. And then we have her. So that was my manga and figure collection. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my giveaway video, which I will link down below. It ends September 1st, and there's 4 prizes for 3 winners. So you should enter because it will be lots of fun, and you have a chance of winning an awesome prize. Alright, bye guys.